Good morning from the new Terminal A here at Abu Dhabi Airport. It's brightly lit in the morning sun, and my first impression was that it's really very spacious and it feels much better than the old terminal. The old terminal was a bit cramped, like too many people on too little space. But this terminal is really nice. There's like lots of sitting areas. Like right now it's almost empty here. I just walked to the A concourse here at gate A2. I'm gonna head to the Etihad lounge soon, but for now I'm just sitting here to record this. I hope I can relax a bit in the lounge. Let's see if we can find it and see what they have on offer. Also for breakfast, I'm actually a bit hungry. Let's go. So I made my way to the Etihad Business Lounge, which is located between Piers C and D, close to gate C27. I was flying economy class, but I had Etihad Silver status at the time, which gave me access here. In the morning, I was first interested in getting some food. The food area on the lower floor is really extensive and has a lot of buffet options. I opted for a very weird breakfast composition, but it tasted very good, especially with a view like that. Etihad has reactivated 4 of the Airbus A380s and I could see 3 of them in the same place. But enough for the window staring, let's go explore the upper parts of this lounge, because it actually spreads over 3 floors. There is even direct boarding for 2 gates straight from the lounge. The second level is more of a quieter area. It has lots of comfortable seats as well as snack and drink areas. That's also where the showers are located, and I decided to go for one. Just taking a quick shower in the lounge after a 6-hour night flight, and I already had breakfast. Really delicious. Actually, what I'm missing is lemon mint juice. Maybe they serve it in the bar upstairs. I will check later, but if that's missing, that's kind of a bummer. Anyway, lounge is really nice, really modern, clean, obviously, as you would expect. After the shower, it was time for a bit more exploring. The games room certainly looked like something I might spend some time in if I wasn't traveling alone. They had foosball, air hockey and TV games. I then went up to the 3rd floor where you can find the roof lounge. It is located, well, right under the terminal roof and features the Constellation bar where you can get all kinds of drinks. So, I found a section on the upper floor of the lounge that's completely empty. No one's here. Like, I can show you around. No one. But also up here I couldn't find any lemon mint juice. I only found peach iced tea and like orange juice and water, soft drinks and stuff, but no lemon mint juice. That's kind of a bummer. I don't know, maybe if I ask the barkeeper later, they have it, or I don't know. But yeah, at the moment I'm not sure. But other than that, I am very impressed by this lounge. They have a lot more space than the old lounge, especially during the night, like when all the connecting passengers transfer. It was super crowded. I don't think this lounge will get crowded, at least not very soon, but at the moment it feels very spacious and there's a lot of seating available. I went back to the bar on the other side, ordered 2 drinks and had some snacks. I had so much hummus in this lounge. Finally found some lemon mint juice. So you can get it at the bar, but like only on request, so you have to ask the barkeeper. And I also got a cocktail. All in all, very quiet up here. Not many people at this time of the day. The relaxation rooms were still occupied, so I just settled down on a couch for a while. An hour later, I headed to the relaxation rooms to try my luck. And really, there was one available. Those relaxation rooms are semi-open suites which kind of remind me of the first-class apartments in Etihad's Airbus A380s. There is a pillow and a blanket and you can stretch out for a while. I slept well for an hour and then woke up to head down to the restaurant for lunch. There was an excellent selection of cheese and fruit, and by some miracle they also brought out a lemon mint juice to the buffet. Of course I couldn't resist. In a corner of the buffet there was the dessert collection, and boy was there a lot of choice here. It looked all very tempting, I just had to try some. This is also a good time to point out that on that very day the UAE celebrated its 52nd Union Day, hence the garnish on the cakes. Unfortunately, it was then time to leave the lounge and head to the gate for my flight to Rome. The new terminal is really extensive and it took me 10 minutes to walk to gate B18. Today's flight would be on this 9-year-old 777. It features 328 seats, and looking around the gate area they would probably all be filled. Shortly after, boarding started and I made my way down the jet bridge. There are 40 seats in business class which look quite nice, but I went on to economy, which comes in a 343 configuration. In the very back this is being narrowed down to a 242 configuration. On the seat I found a blanket, a pair of headsets and, to my surprise, an amenity kit. So welcome aboard the Etihad 777 Alpha 6 Echo Tango Sierra, and looking like an on-time departure. I have to say I am really impressed by the new terminal here at Abu Dhabi Airport, Terminal A, and especially the Etihad Business Lounge was super nice. Like all the staff there were like really friendly, very supportive, and the relaxation room was really nice. I napped there for like an hour. There's also a lot of space, and the food is great as well. On a side note, Etihad celebrated their 20th anniversary a couple of weeks ago in early November. While we're waiting, here's a travel tip for you. If you reserve a seat on an airline that uses a lot of different seat configurations, always check a couple of days before your flight if the configuration has changed. When I booked this flight I had reserved row 52, but then the aircraft was changed and row 52 was not available anymore. The system had reseated me to row 45 and I manually changed it to 41. Row 41, interestingly, also gave me insight in the aircraft's inner life as the side panel was loose. Pushback started on time and a safety video was played.
Crew for immediate assistance. Make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you for your attention and hope you have a good flight.
We then started taxiing and the safety video was played again.
Fasten the strap around your waist and pull to tighten.
It was really played twice in Arabic and also twice in English. Well, after 4 times I'm sure everyone got the message. We soon lined up on runway 31 right and rumbled out of Abu Dhabi. On climb out it was interesting to see the development of the area north of the city. There are lots of canals and by the looks of it also a lot of land reclamation. Come on out of Abu Dhabi, runway 31 right. God, that runway is really bumpy. Like, it definitely needs some maintenance. We soon passed the coast of Iran and I was once again stunned by the mountainous landscape outside. From an aviation point of view, Iran has a lot of fascinating old aircraft and flying on these would actually be quite interesting. Just 1 hour after takeoff, the crew already served a meal. I had a chicken, which was accompanied by a salad and a chocolate mousse as dessert. My Coke Zero was served in a Grand Prix cup. So, meal finished. There was a choice between chicken and rice, beef and vegetables, and vegetable pasta, I believe, but I had the chicken. It was so-so, not my favorite chicken. However, the dessert was quite good. It was a chocolate mousse, and that was quite good. But apart from that, the flight's great. The views are amazing. We are flying over Iran. You can see all the mountains and the deserts. It's incredible. And I'm watching Mission Impossible, the one with Tom Cruise in Abu Dhabi. It's a good movie. Also, the headset is really good. Like, it's a little bit noise cancelling, like not too much, but enough. It's like you can really hear a difference. Let's quickly check out the amenity kit. It contained a sanitizing wipe, eye shades, hand cream and earplugs. The rest of the flight was rather uneventful despite a lot of turbulences on the way. The seatbelt signs would stay off for like 10 minutes and then come back on. As we passed the snow-capped mountains of eastern Turkey, the sun started setting. The atmosphere which the fading sun created on the mountains was quite majestic. We now faced a lot of headwind on the way, resulting in a ground speed below 400 knots. That's rather low and meant a predicted late arrival into Rome. An hour before landing, the crew handed out these bookmarks in commemoration of the 52nd UAE Union Day. We had to fly one holding before we passed the city of Rome and positioned onto final approach for runway 25. On-block time was half an hour late, which can be attributed to the headwinds and the holding on the way. After deboarding, I had to take the shuttle train to the main terminal. Immigration was quick and I bought a ticket for the train, which took me to Roma Termini station. There are power outlets on the train, which was quite welcome. Half an hour later, I arrived at the central station and walked 10 minutes to my hotel. Yeah, so made it to the hotel in Rome, close to the train station. So I plan to spend a couple of days here in Italy, do some aviation related stuff of course. I'm not gonna tell you what exactly I'll be doing. You might want to consider subscribing to find out. Until then, enjoy your travels.